Bonjour, bonjour. On se retrouve pour une petite session Enderal, ou peut-être une grosse session Enderal, à voir. Bon, je me suis un peu renseigné, et il semblerait qu'on ait fait l'écrasante majorité des quêtes diverses qui sont en dehors de la trame principale. Il en reste peut-être deux que je ne pense pas que je vais faire parce que elles incluent beaucoup de lecture. L'une d'elles se passe au nord de Enderal. On suit le journal, on récupère le journal intime d'un apothicaire qui ne rêve qu'une chose, c'est de trouver un remède. Pourquoi écrit de dragon, je sais pas. Trouver un remède en fait à. Ah oui. À une maladie. Et. Pourquoi je peux pas passer? Il faut forcément que je me téléporte. Oh là là. Bah je crois que j'ai un parchemin. Il n'y a plus de... Il n'y a plus de petits machins là, pour faire des voyages rapides dans la ville. Bon, ok. Donc voilà, du coup on n'a plus qu'à, entre guillemets, plus qu'à faire la trame principale. Il reste des trucs que je vais faire, notamment les trames de développement personnel avec les personnages, Kalia et Jespar.
By the righteous path, you are well.
What happened to Jorik? And why in blazes do you stand around like bloody waxwork figures?
Jorik has betrayed us, Tilor.
What?
He has revealed the locations of our scouting posts to Korek's army. That's why we didn't see their ships coming. A keeper has caught him talking to Korek through one of the silver plates. And don't worry, he's only unconscious.
Commander, get him out of here.
Of course, Grant. Where should I take him?
Anywhere, for heck's sake! We will deal with him later. This is not a case for the tribunal.
Very well, Grandmaster.
What is the status of the beacon? Where is Maragel?
At the beacon. And there is a problem with your machine. But that's something they should tell you themselves. Now, excuse me, the entire city is in panic. The people expect an explanation.
Then give them one. Follow me, prophetess, to the beacon.
I don't care, damn it. Just do it. I tell you, there's no word about Numinos.
Well, if you say so, then I guess we have to get used to the idea that our machine will not glow anytime soon.
What are you talking about? We have the stones.
Grandmaster. Yes, that is right. We have the stones, and they give the beacon the energy it needs, as we had assumed. But
This crystal in the middle of the cross, it is the core of the machine, the Numinos.
So?
the Numinos is empty, Grandmaster. That's dark. If we were to ignite the beacon now, its energy would be emitted aimlessly, with devastating results.
An explosion, to be precise. An enormous one.
Donc ça signifie que nous avons travaillé avec une énorme poudrière tout ce temps.
No, it's more than that. The beacon can defeat the High Ones. The more we learn about it, the more certain we become. However, it needs a target, a kind of focal point. And if we ignite it without one, things will become very uncomfortable.
Et on n'est pas encore remarqué.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of experience in building Pyrean machines. So, yes, indeed, we had not noticed it before.
Ça signifie que sur le Luminos, la balise est inutile.
So it seems, yes.
I am very sorry, Grandmaster. We should have
So
seen
we have to find this luminous as soon as possible.
Yes. And before you ask, we don't know yet what the Numinos actually is, and neither do we know where to search for it.
But we will find a way. Give us a week, maybe two, and there will be results, I assure you.
Then begin. Prophetess, get some rest. You'll need it.
Oh my, such chaos.
Et je vous ai à trouver ce Luminos.
Yes, I think so. But right now we can't do anything but read the writings from old Dothu Grant for the upteenth time, hoping for some clue we might have missed before.
N'est-il arrivé au maître des assauts Barthar à trucher ça, dit qu'il nous avait trahi?
Yes, he did. Even though he was one of the closest confidants of the Grand Master, I don't know what to say.
Savons-nous au moins pourquoi il l'a fait?
Not really. But it was no secret that he regarded the Grand Master's actions against the Neramis as careless. He does not seem to understand that the beacon is our only chance.
Ça signifie que la seule chose à faire maintenant est de chercher le Luminos et espérer que les Nériméens n'entrent pas dans la ville avant.
Yes, I guess. You should take a rest. I was told what you did to secure the gate. We'll call you as soon as we need your help. Yes?
I can't believe Sigil Bearer Bartar betrayed us. Not him.
Yes. Yes, that's just right word.
On va aller juste vite fait au nomade dansant. Prendre une nouvelle de Jespar, très important.
My dame?
Yep, c'est moi.
Madame.
Malfashi's
Vous avez vu mon ami,
blessings.
grand, cheveux gris, yeux verts d'eau?
Ah, that pretty boy you mean? Aye, I did. A couple of hours ago. Drank like there's no tomorrow, I tell ya.
Vous dites qu'ils sont les poules versées?
He did.
Je vois. Une idée de l'endroit où il est allé?
No, why would I? People don't usually check out here before they go. But if I was you, I'd go take a look at the other taverns round here. He sure didn't look like he was done drinking.
Malfast's blessing. Evening.
Madame? Yes?
My dame.
Quoi? On va pas se faire chier. J'arrive jamais ici. Non. Quartier noble.
not from around here, are you? Potatoes, garlic, radish. Yeah, that should be it.
Work.
I just don't respect
Oh, you're not from around here, are you?
Give it a try.
Hello. I think Grandpa always said they were just tales. Quite the question. As well as can be under the circumstances, I suppose. Those Nehemiah's heretics raided and ransacked half of the farm at the farmer's coast. Great saviors they are, I tell you. Let's hope the order makes short work of them.
after all these centuries.
Come back anytime.
Safe
Madame.
You're a foreigner, aren't you? I wish I'd have crossed the Red Sea once. You'll see.
Et ça, il est pas là. Il était bien, je le trouvais pas. Mais non, Jespar est pas là. Il va être dans l'autre ville. Ok, très bien. Autre ville. Autre ville. Il va être.
Yes?
C'est pas la carte principale, c'est. Baraquement?
Potato.
Place du marché? Baraquement? Non! Non! C'est pas ça que je voulais. C'est Outreville, baraquement, je crois. Carte principale. Nuage d'argent, voilà.
A sunchilder. I bet you came to watch those fools cut their guts open in the dust pit.
Benny,
That's the only reason you snobs ever come down here.
Waouh. Dans l'autre ville, qui est un dédale, j'avoue que le sort là.
Now look at that. If it isn't the Holy Prophetess. What are you doing here? Looking for some fun?
Donc je donne 50 couronnes aux prostituées. S'il vous plaît, nous avons vraiment besoin d'avoir une discussion.
Hey, but we're just getting started. You are way too serious sometimes, you know that? There are times when you just have to indulge.
Non mais alors. Non. Non. Et il y a une différence entre s'amuser et rouler sur la table.
I am enjoying myself. You should try that for a change, you know. Who knows how much time there's left for that? What are you doing here anyway?
Votre propre sœur essaie de vous tuer. Je voulais juste voir si vous avez besoin de quelqu'un qui parlait.
Ah, right. Talking. Talking is good. Or is it? I forgot.
Vous vous blâmez pour la mort d'Adila, n'est-ce pas? Vous n'arrivez pas à faire face à ce qui s'est passé.
Maybe I can't, yeah. Or maybe I don't give a fuck about Adila. Maybe I don't give a fuck about any of you. And I'm just waiting for the right moment to stab you all in the back. Who knows? That's the great thing about life. You can never tell exactly which way the wind blows.
Oh, les deux sont débiles en fait.
Is it now? What if what you're seeing here is My true self, hmm? And if it was, would you still bother pretending to care? Nah, you wouldn't. I think if you really knew me, you'd have been long gone.
Pourquoi je ferais ça?
You just don't want to get it, do you? Let me think how I can make myself more clear. Three words. I don't care. I don't care where my jobs come from and what I have to do as long as I'm getting paid. I don't care if the beggar in the front of the tavern eats his own shit as long as I can enjoy my beer inside. And I don't care if people who think they're important to me kick the fucking bucket, because I just don't care. Adila's dead? Fuck it. At least that means there's no one around anymore who knows what I really am. Alicia. She was the first one. I took what I wanted from her, and when it got too tiresome, I just left her behind. Like all the others, before and after her.
Les éthérés sont responsables de la mort d'Adila, pas vous.
The high ones. Yeah, those goddamn high ones. When those thugs killed our family, she was so hurt, so lost, you know? But do you think I did anything to help her? All I cared about was myself. What Adila did, what she became, that didn't just happen overnight. I always felt that something was wrong with her, how she kept on withdrawing from the outside world, reading all these stupid books my father always read. But I never went to see her. I never wrote her. And you know why? Not because there wasn't time for it. Not because I couldn't cope with it myself. I didn't because I couldn't be bothered. Couldn't bother with her moodiness. Didn't bother with all the drama. I just couldn't care less. Just as I didn't give a fuck about Alicia.
Ok, les autres, que voulez-vous dire?
Have you never wondered why I'm by myself? Loyalty, friendship, love. It's bullshit. We're born alone, we live alone, and we die alone. And I seem to be the only one who fucking sees it. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Isia voulait quelque chose que vous ne pouviez lui donner, c'est ce que vous m'avez dit.
We were on a mission in Golden Forest, and had just set up camp for the night. That was a couple of nights after we realized that we had different expectations, so to speak. I went to get firewood, and when I came back, there were half a dozen bandits in the camp. Alicia was out cold. She was still alive. I saw it. She was alive, but I just ran. I just turned around and fucking ran.
C'est 6 contre 1, on aurait vraiment pu faire quelque chose pour elle.
Does it matter? I didn't even consider fighting, not for a moment.
Nous faisons tous des erreurs. Apprendre d'elle, c'est la vraie épreuve.
Tell that to Alicia. Do you think it was any different with us? I saw you and felt there'd be money in helping you. And if that Korak had offered me my life against yours, do you think I would even think twice? You think we're friends, or whatever, but we aren't.
Tout ça, c'est être lucratif depuis longtemps et vous le savez. Vous êtes encore ici parce que vous croyez en notre mission.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. You think I'm something that I'm not. Something I never was. I'm a sellsword, not one of the good guys. And you think that you know me, but you don't. Adila and Alicia, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, please, just go, okay? I need to get away from here. From this city, from these people, from everything.
Blessed, madame. Yes. Yes.
A real pretty thing you are. We should spend some time together.
Attends. Il y a une quête. Je viens de me rappeler d'un truc. Il y en a une qui se passe en fouillant dans une des maisons.
Some people just don't know their path. The light fades away at the end of the day. Ta-dum-dum. Some people just don't know their path. Now, a good pipe of peace, Wade. Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
Oui, c'est ça, d'accord. Il se trompe. Je me suis trompé. C'est d'une ville, pas autre ville. C'est ce que je voulais vérifier en fait. Mais... Bon.
Help you?
Ouais, les cartes, est-ce que vous avez des quêtes à me filer? Je pense pas, mais...
Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. Make yourself useful. Help defend the... The keepers say the walls and those barriers at the gate will hold, but I'd rather drink Vatir's piss than put trust into some entropist witchcraft.
Ouais, bah, ouais. Ouais. Auto, une petite heure de plus. Voilà. On va vendre un peu. Se libérer. Je vais quand même vendre. C'est ma super femme qui est en train de passer un coup de palais. Très gentil de sa part. Très joli. Ah mon gars. Ah.
Wait,
I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Naramis back.
Et il est où? Encore oh, il est totalement camouflé. Il est pas là, il est pas là, puis il va apparaître nulle part. Il est où le gars? Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? 10h46 du mat, les gars, viens bosser un peu là. Moi je vais voir s'il y a pas.
Greetings.
Salut. Mais ici. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Yes?
Oh, salut toi, ça va? Oh bah tiens. Ok.
We always go too easy on this guy.
How long do they expect me to wait for my ship?
Bon bah.
War on Nerum. War on Kile.
Bon bah je. Mais ils sont tous morts ou quoi?
Sure, take a look. Walk blessed. Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of
Bon bah je sais
path-abiding magic.
pas ce qui se passe, je vais stocker tout, hein, tant pis. Vache.
Spices. Delicacies, only the best.
Tant plus de feuilles. Bon bah si c'est un interrogatoire. Hein.
Huh?
Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life, as in death.
Work.
Not now, Saira.
The Grand Master and the Truchessa do not want to be disturbed. I'm sorry, sister, but good work in the harbor, really.
One more time. Why did you kill Pegast?
I didn't kill her. How often do I have to tell you that?
The prophetess found a bottle of cap dust near her body. How do you explain that?
Well, maybe there are thousands of dust addicts in the city, and not just me. Damn it. Yes, I gave Korek the locations of our outposts, but I had nothing to do with the death of that woman.
Then at least tell us who else Korek bought. Who hired the mercenaries in Old Rashengrad?
I don't know. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. And do you know why? Because this war is madness, Tealor. It is madness.
The Grand Master and the Truchessa do not want to be disturbed.
Blind to see
I'm
it.
sorry, sister.
I am blind.
Good work in the harbor,
Which
really.
of us is the traitor? Which of us is responsible for the deaths of hundreds and hundreds of people?
Let's stick to the point. Accusations lead us nowhere.
A word of wisdom from your mouth, Natara. Bravo.
Pity that your wisdom doesn't go beyond words. Weren't you always the most determined of the three of us? For 3 decades you led this country, and you never showed any weakness.
But no. As soon as the grand, presumed dead Tealor Ranthiel returns, all you do is bow and scrape. Why, Natara? Have you too come to believe that pile of scrap metal out there can save us? Whatever that's supposed to look like. Or do you do it because Tealor warmed your bed back in the day?
You are only making it worse.
Oh, am I? You are so bloody blind. Blind and stupid. Both of you. Don't you realize how much of a fool this Korek really is? His only condition for peace was that we would stop rebuilding some ancient machine. What would that have cost us? Nothing. But no, Tealor. To you, this fantasy of cycles and high ones is more important. More important than anything else. Damn it, even your own people.
Fantasy. So you still believe that the threat is not real? After all that has happened?
I don't know. I'm a warrior, not a sage. But even if it is real, what I do know is that we can only lose this war, and that we will dig more graves with each day we wage it. Up here we are safe, yes, but what about the villages, the farmers? Don't get me wrong, Tealor. I know what I did. But sometimes a quick cut is better than bleeding out slowly. Korek would have conquered the city. We would have surrendered. And maybe he would have even shown mercy. But it's too late for that now.
No. You didn't do this for our country or our people. You did it because you wanted to save your own skin. Nothing more and nothing less. And yes, Jarek, maybe you are right. Maybe we can't win this war. But that doesn't mean I will surrender. Because I have something that you don't. Principles. You don't have any. You have nothing but your bottle of booze and your bloody dust. You are a hollow man, without talent. And the only reason you are here, and not in the alleys of the Undercity, is your bloodline. And now people are dead, all because of your cowardice. Do not think I will ignore that for old time's sake. I will count to 3. Who else has Korek bought? 1.
Now aren't you a tough guy, Tealor?
2.
What I did was right. One day you'll realize this too. And then you will be ashamed for you just...
Tealor.
We are done here.
The Grand Master and the Truchessa do not want to be disturbed. I'm sorry, sister, but good work in the harbor, really.
Bon. Voilà.
Not now, Saira.
Une petite glissade.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you.
Ah bah oui, ce qu'on a fait.
I really do.
Huh?
Yes.
You're the one they call the prophet, aren't you? Congratulations on passing the trial. Yes.
Oh, je suis là. Je vais aller voir c'est pas des sorts. Quelle serait-il? Oh, j'ai réussi, putain. L'achat de télékinésie que je comptais pas acheter à la base, que je suis allé. J'ai totalement oublié, c'est franchement. Wow.
Well, then you've come to the right place.
On sait jamais.
Walk list.
Ok, alors. Voilà. Question de principe. What?
An outlander.
Non mais il va falloir vous calmer un peu de...
What do you want, urchin child?
Quel est le problème avec moi?
My problem with you? I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with what you stand for. Tell me, prophetess, who built this temple, which you enter and leave as frivolously as a sailor leaving a brothel?
Je ne sais pas, mais...
What did Malphas say to Dalcidocius after he succeeded in suppressing the Blood Moon riot?
C'est quoi ça, un interrogatoire?
How goes the 100th verse of the Holy Path, which the novices have to recite each morning? What is the holiest tenet of the creed to every keeper of the sigil? Why is only the highest commander of the guard allowed to enter the temple?
Je vois ce que vous voulez dire. Je ne suis pas passé par vos rituels, ce qui, à vos yeux, me rend indigne d'être ici.
I applaud your cunning. You know nothing, neither of our faith nor of our country, and only because you happen to have strong magic in you, Aranthiel thinks that justifies desecrating our traditions. Do you know how few Endraleans, even those of the Sublime path, are granted the novitiate? Are you aware how hard these novices have to train and learn in order to just be allowed to enter the trial? We're not some group of tavern regulars which you can just join and leave on a whim. We are the Holy Order. We are what has kept peace in this country for millennia. And only because Tila has doted on this idiocy of cycles and prophecies, he feels it's justified to abolish this country's foundations with a flick of his fingers. You, urchin child, you're the living proof of what has become of this country. Even just your boot prints on this sacred ground are blasphemy to everything we stand for.
Il y a aussi des prophéties. Quoi? Vous ne voyez toujours pas que c'est réel?
What I see is a country that now more than ever needs peace, stability, and a strong leading hand. And transforming this order into a bunch of fortune tellers, wild mages and thimble riggers will only make the situation worse. Do you even know how many of our people were killed in the war Tila's fool of a son started? And now his former people, Pegast, Skyrim, whatever they call themselves, tread on these sacred grounds as if there were nothing more natural in the world. Now leave. Do what you want, but spare me your presence.
He did find a home in the city below, where life neither purpose nor honor can hold. The woman who loved him held out her heart, and her suffering tore it apart.
Ouais, on va faire la torche. Ouais. C'est une blague? Mais c'est une blague? Mais pourquoi on vient là? Donc une logique.
Now look who's here. So, my child, I know you still didn't find it. You think you know what you're doing. But the truth is, you're still wandering through the mist, just like all the others.
Mais... Mais...
Yes, that is what you believe. You know, it would be so easy to see the truth, to feel it, if you, for all your heroism, had not forgotten one thing. To listen. Come, let me show you what I mean.
Pourquoi?
There we go. Sit down and let us listen to the silence. Okay, fine. I get it. You know you have sinned, and that's why you're lying. But look, honey, I'm your husband, and I deserve the truth. Lying is a sin. You know that as well as I do. And you also know the position this puts me in.
What else do you want me to say? It's ours! Yours!
Mine? You make me unhappy. You know that. You make me very, very unhappy. Next time it's going to hurt. Whose child is it? Oh, Lord, is this what I get for my piety? All these years I sacrificed myself for this family. I toiled. I buried my dreams. And all of it because I wanted them to be happy. And now my own witch betrays me and carries another one's fruit in her belly. But no. As if that weren't enough, she denies me the truth. Me, her own husband. Just what am I supposed to do now, Lord? I beg you, tell me. What shall I do? Yes, of course, Lord. You are right. How could I be so blind? The Creator has spoken to me, honey. A child born of sin is tainted. And this is why we will drown it. Yes, that's what we'll do. As soon as it's out, we'll put it in the trough.
You're a monster. You're a goddamned monster.
I beg your pardon.
No,
I think you just said something that would have made me really unhappy. But unfortunately, I didn't hear you loudly enough. So please, be so kind as to say it again. What? I can't hear you, darling. I can't hear you. So tell me, my child, how does it feel to be powerless? How does it feel having to watch and not being able to do anything?
Faut n'empêcher. Je n'ai jamais pu.
No, but now you can, can't you? But there's no more time, silly. I have to go now, forever. It's been so long since I last ate, and I'm craving a slice of meat. Bloody, crisp meat. Goodbye.
Hey, Saira, wake up. What's the matter?
Les sauver. Nous devons les sauver, nous devons allumer la balise.
What? But we will. You found the black stones, Saira, and we'll use them to banish the High Ones, no matter how hard this Quarak tries to stop us. But first of all, calm down a little.
Eh bien, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Pourquoi êtes-vous là?
Well, because I heard you screaming, I suppose? And both Sharim and the Archmagister were asking for you. Apparently they have a clue as to where to find this Numenos. You should go see them as soon as possible.
C'est juste. Où sont-ils? À la valise?
No, they're in the Chronicum. One more thing before you go, though. There's something I need to ask you. The mercenary. Sorry for asking, but how do you feel about him?
En fait, là, c'est un moment clé, dans le sens où... Si vous voulez pouvoir créer une relation intime avec Kalia, il faut répondre on est juste amis. Si vous voulez pouvoir créer une relation intime avec Jespar, il faut répondre difficile pour le moment. Personnellement, j'ai déjà fait toute la trame avec Kalia comme compagne. Et il y a deux autres trames, donc la trame avec Jespar comme compagnon et la trame où aucun des deux. Tu peux faire une trame où tu ne sors avec personne, tu peux. Mais... je sais pas du tout. J'y pense depuis quelques temps, mais je sais pas du tout. Il y a un truc. Avec Jespar, il y a une chose qui le change de toutes les autres romances de Enderal. Il y a une chose. Vous êtes tous les deux des gens blessés, les enfants pour le coup. J'étais avec Kalia.
I see. Anyway, we'll talk again later. Take it slow. You don't look too well. Yes?
You. I heard you passed the trial without going to the you.
T'es toujours.
Good to see you.
T'es toujours novice, toi?
Sounds to me as if we'd risk a lot for just a ghost of a chance. I'm not sure if this is wise.
No chance is better than two. That's how the saying goes. You should talk to the Grandmaster. He called for you.
Did he now? How nice. Then I suppose I'll answer the holy call of duty. Walk blessed, Archmagister. Ah, Prophetess. If you have a moment, I'd like to talk. Just come upstairs when you find the time.
There you are. Have you recovered?
Bien possible. Quelle est la situation?
Well, I suppose as good as can be expected under our circumstances. The Truchessus and half our Arcane is to reinforce the gate sigil, which makes working on the beacon harder, of course. Furthermore, the nightmares have become worse, and more reports of the Red Madness are coming in. It's tragic. Truly tragic.
D'autres cas de folie faux?
Yes. Citizens are disappearing from the city, and our outposts are finding them in the wilderness, starving and delirious. And even worse, they are extremely violent. Take care if you're on the road.
Pensez-vous que le pouvoir des éthériques croît?
Oh yes, without any doubt. The war has made things far worse. It's almost as if the High Ones draw strength from the chaos. Or maybe it's a sign that the cleansing is approaching. I don't know.
Je vois. Quels sont les progrès avec la balise? On m'a dit que vous aviez trouvé une piste qui concerne Numinos.
Well, let's say we have a lead to a place where we could find a lead. But let me start at the beginning. While you were sleeping, someone tried to break into the storehouse of the garrison. A starling named Kamai.
Pourquoi a-t-il forcé le cellier?
Well, brace yourself. He said he was looking for Shadow Steel, because he's been working on a starship for 2 decades now. He wants to use it to find the forgotten homeland of his people.
La patrie oubliée?
Yes. Doesn't it ring a bell? The Star People believe that their ancestors were born in a forgotten place among the stars. A place without war or hunger, where everyone lives in perfect harmony. All the technology, all the machines that we owe to them were invented to help them get back to this place. A very nostalgic idea. It really is. But unfortunately, a lot of star people have died in that quest. The starships have crashed, or they simply disappeared. Up until now, no one has ever found the Star City. Kumai, however, claims that he can do it.
Mais en quoi cela concerne-t-il le Numinos?
Well, bear with me. At first, of course, we all considered him insane. He was begging and pleading and insisting that he was just an inch from finishing his ship, and that it really could get him to the Star City. Well, unlike the others, the Grand Master listened to him, and he ordered the scouts in Doonville to look for the cave where he claimed his workshop was. And you won't believe it, but they found out two things. First of all, the ship really does exist. And secondly, he says he used ancient starling plans to construct the ship, which were handed down for generations in Anku, the starling city on Nerim. We had a look at them. They look very similar to the plans we used to construct the beacon.
Ils y ressemblent. Donc vous insinuez que les anciens pères des Astrolins, qui vivent apparemment dans cette ville oubliée, sont aussi ceux qui ont créé la balise.
Well, either that, or the ones who created the beacon also helped the ancient fathers build the Star City. There's no way to know for sure, but either way, what it does mean is that the ancient fathers must have known about the cycle, and therefore about the High Ones and the cleansing.
Et vous pensez qu'ils pourraient nous aider à trouver ce qu'est le Numinos?
Well, let's put it this way. If anybody knows, it's them, and it's definitely the best lead we have found so far. So, in other words, what that means is that we need to help this Kermai finish his ship, and that we will accompany him on his journey to the Star City. Just imagine if it works. A city in the stars that has lasted for millennia. It's unbelievable, truly unbelievable.
En d'autres termes, notre objectif est de faire voler le dirigeable, de nous rendre à l'Astroville et de trouver le Numinos avec l'aide de ses citoyens.
You make it sound so easy. But in a nutshell, yes, that's what we need to do.
Très bien. Comment procédons-nous?
First, you should visit Kamai's workshop in the Powder Desert. The Grand Master and some Arcanists have already left. And, needless to say, be vigilant when outside the city. The Neromese might not be careless enough to have their camp right in front of the gates, but they have established outposts all over Enderal, as you have undoubtedly already noticed. You are familiar with teleport magic, aren't you? Here, take this scroll. It will transport you directly to the Powder Desert. I need to get back to my studies now. The more we learn about the beacon, the more fascinating it becomes.
Blazes, it's dark already? Time really does. Bye-bye. Let's hope he
D'abord, on fait ça.
doesn't make any
Cette
sense.
quête. Une goutte dans l'océan.
Why can't it
Très
ever be
importante,
easy?
cette quête. Très très importante, cette quête. Il faut la faire absolument. Oh oui. Coucou mon gars, coucou mon beau.
Ah, there you are. Lashari brought that map from some Parayan ruin a couple of weeks ago. Looks confusing, doesn't it? She said it contains more knowledge about the Parayans than all the tomes in the Sun Temple's library put together. And now she's gone, just like Constantine. It still feels surreal.
Quelque chose vous préoccupe?
Well, let us say that I have been thinking a lot about the decisions we make in life and where they lead us. But let's not talk about that now.
Vous vouliez me voir?
I did, yes, because I require your help in a personal matter.
Maintenant? C'est le
There
moment?
hasn't been a good time since the Red Madness broke out. And believe me, I wouldn't bother you with this if it weren't important.
Il vous faut quelque chose?
Hard to explain. Come. Fair enough. Where do I start? Imagine the following scenario. You're in an old fortress. Suddenly a door opens and a bandit charges in. Before you even realize what is happening, he raises his bow, nocks an arrow, and fires it straight at your throat. What happens next?
Je lève mon bouclier, je dévie la flèche.
That is one possibility, yes. It might be the one you would experience. Truth, however, is a bit more complex than that. Reality branches off into millions of new realities. One in which the bandit kills you, one in which he gets hit by a falling piece of rubble from the ceiling, one in which a tunnel spider jumps out from the shadows and kills him. The possibilities are endless. Everything that can happen will happen, and creates a new eventuality in the process, another reality.
En d'autres termes, même si je survis à la flèche dans une réalité, je meurs dans une autre.
In a million others, yes. There might even be one where a magical anomaly suddenly transforms the bandit into a myriad. Everything that can happen will happen. This is the nature of our universe.
La mère des éventualités. J'ai raison de supposer que votre requête y est liée?
I'm getting there. I assume you know that this mechanism is also the reason for the existence of magic. An arcanist is able to transport eventualities from one reality into another, and thus perform feats considered supernatural. So far, so good. But what if there were a way to not only bring elements of other eventualities into ours, but to travel these other realities physically?
Les parcourir. Vous voulez parler de mettre le pied dans quoi, un monde parallèle?
I am indeed.
Bon sang, comment est-ce possible?
Well, this is where it gets exciting, isn't it? With the Planeswalker. Come, let us sit. Have you ever heard of the name Dalmarek?
Bah oui. Dalmarek, le gardien qui a détruit Talgard avec le feu du soleil.
That's the one. What hardly anyone knows, however, is that Dalmarek's experiments reached far beyond the Sun Wheel. Among other things, he worked on a device called the Planeswalker, a combination of Endralian mentalism and Paraean technology.
Et cet appareil permet à son utilisateur de changer de réalité.
Temporarily, yes. Sadly, Dalmarek never had the chance to finish it, since he was too busy blowing up Thalgard.
Vous envisagez donc de reconstruire le marche-plan, n'est-ce pas? Pourquoi? Pour sauver les Shari?
Les Shari? No. Even if we were to find a reality where she didn't die, we couldn't bring her back. Suffice it to say that there is something I need to see. Something I want to see. To be honest, it wasn't my intention to drag someone else into this. But there's no other choice, so here we are.
Luminos.
We should, yes. But let me reassure you that this endeavor won't take up too much of our time. And as I've already said, I would not bother you with this if it weren't important.
Un tel dispositif pourrait-il nous aider dans notre lutte contre le cycle?
It could, but not that much. Other than what I'm planning to use the Planeswalker for, we lack a concrete plan for using it against the cycle. The only thing we could do with it is use it to blindly glimpse into other realities and hope that we can gain information in the few moments we have there. And for reasons I will elaborate on later, traveling into other realities is quite dangerous. In other words, it's not worth the risk. No, Prophetess. Our fight against the High Ones is one we'll have to fight in this world. There's no way around that.
Vous avez donc besoin de mon aide pour reconstruire le marche-plan.
Indeed. It would mean a lot to me, if that's worth anything to you.
D'accord. Par où commençons-nous?
Well, first of all, we need to acquire 2 materials I wasn't able to find here in Ark. The ether crystal, and a special kind of alloy. According to my research, Dalmaric's old laboratory in Thalgard would be a good place to start our search.
Un cristal d'éther?
Yes, I'll tell you more about it later.
Encore une chose pour que moi. Vos alliés nériméens ne pourraient pas vous aider?
You mean Jakil and Mjoral? Yes, they could. But their magical talents aren't anywhere near powerful enough to help with the activation ritual. Also, son knows why, I can't help but feel a certain amount of trust towards you.
Bon, où est ce laboratoire?
Right in the middle of Thalgard's contaminated areas, so it will be dangerous. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where we should find the entrance. I have some preparations to make first, so let us meet there shortly. Ah, and one more thing. I would appreciate it if we could keep this matter between you and I for now. I know I've said it before, but this mission is personal, and I'd rather not have to justify it to Aranthiel. Firstly, because it's a personal matter. Secondly, it's too much of a risk as long as Khalim and his helper are still sauntering about. The less people know of this mission, the better.
Écoutez, si je dois risquer ma vie, je veux savoir de quoi il s'agit, au moins l'essentiel.
The essentials. Well, suffice it to say that what happened to Lashari and Constantine have made me question certain things. I know that they gave their lives for the greater good, but frankly, there have been times when I've found it hard to stay true to our cause. I am hoping that what I'll find over there will help me regain some sense of purpose. Yes, I know, probably not the answer you were hoping for, but it's the best I can do for now. Forgive me.
Vous avez parlé d'un rituel d'activation, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, that's complicated. We'll talk about it once we get there.
D'accord.
We will. I will meet you in Thalgard.
The light fades away.
Huh. You're the one they call the prophet.
Mm-hmm.
My Dane. We always go to
Already dark? Oh my, how the time flies by. So much to do, so little time.
J'écris un message. Alors. Belle vue.
Walk blessed, friend. Sure, where to?
Allez, parti.
Good evening.
What the fuck? Mais qu'est-ce que... Bon. Bon. Mais j'arrive pas, hein. Voilà. Enfin, c'est chaud. Garde. Je l'ai pas beaucoup exploré. En fait, voilà, c'est un jeu qui était détruit par magie. Par... C'est un sens différent ou... Je les ai nourris tout à l'heure, ma chérie. Hein, mon amour? Je les ai nourris, moi, tout à l'heure. J'ai nourri les chats tout à l'heure. Pourquoi tu parles comme ça? Ah oui. Oh. Merdique. Ouais. Tout à fait.
Bonjour les personnes qui voient.
Ah ouais, là je suis à un endroit extrêmement glauque. Toute une région en fait, le Talgarde ici là, c'était en fait détruit par un homme qui a voulu faire un gros truc quoi. C'était un génie de l'ingénierie ancienne et tout, mais il était un peu taré. Alors je sais pas si c'était vraiment littéralement taré aussi, en fait il a pété un câble à un moment ou à un autre. Tardivement je veux dire. Mais bon il a vraiment merdé lourdement. Non, merci mon chéri. Bah, en vrai, fais-le quand t'as faim, je dois te dire. Ok. Non, ouais. C'est ça. C'est quoi cette histoire? Oh. Tu sais, comme c'est dommage, c'est bien longtemps que je n'avais plus du tout. Voiture. Alors. Pas une grosse sauvegarde, c'est quelques temps. Allez. Eh, sans déconner, c'est quoi cette histoire là? Peut-être falloir qu'au final je m'interromps pour aller améliorer mon équipement. Genre de fuck. Et puis on aime bien les puits hein.
Tenacious bastards.
Ils étaient sauvages?
Sunborn. The descendants of those who had the dubious pleasure of surviving the Sunfire.
Mais est-ce qu'ils parlent notre langue?
They don't. I'm not an expert on the subject, but as I understand it, the after effects of the Sunfire cripple their vocal cords.
Pourquoi l'ordre ne fait-il rien?
Well, you'd have to ask the Holy Grand Master about that. But honestly, why would they? To the Order, the Sunborn are just a bunch of disfigured savages inhabiting a ruined patch of land. They don't dare go outside the contaminated area.
Est-ce que quelqu'un a essayé de les guérir?
I don't think so. Researching the matter would be quite costly. And who would profit from it?
Rappelez-moi à cœur, cherchons-nous exactement?
As I said, two objects. The ether crystal, and a special kind of alloy. I'll look for the alloy. You look for the crystal. Agreed?
Très bien. Qu'est-ce qu'un cristal d'éther? Ça ressemble à quoi?
I don't know exactly, but according to my sources, it's made of a fluorescent blue mineral. And regarding your first question, it's the core element of the Planeswalker. Think of it as a kind of enhancer of one's gaze into the sea of eventualities.
Ils l'ont vu.
Well, the reason so many Arcanists lose their minds is that we as mages constantly perceive other eventualities. Not consciously, but as some kind of background static. The ether crystal strengthens our perception of other eventualities while we wear it.
C'est plutôt dangereux.
If you were to have it with you permanently, then yes, maybe.
Compris. Où est-ce que je cherche?
I suggest you try his old laboratory first. It should be close to the library, so further down. Come on, let's get started. Just come back here once you've found the crystal.
Cool. Bon, moi ça je suppose par contre que ça va être... de l'or. C'est exactement ça qu'on doit faire. C'est ce qui est un peu frustrant pour le coup, c'est qu'il y a beaucoup de coffres comme ça qui sont très hauts en difficulté et en fait il n'y a rien dedans quoi. Je suis à peu près sûr qu'il y a d'autres... Pardon, Sunborn qui sont... qui traînent et que je vois pas. Oh. Oh. Ça c'est pas... Voilà. Pourquoi il me dit toujours parler ouais. Dites donc. Voilà. Ouais, je me demande vraiment s'il faut pas... S'il faut pas que je change mon équipement en fait, que je le fasse équipement sur mesure. C'est quoi ça? Ah ouais, non mais non en fait. Je vais... Non, de parchemin. Ok. Je vais... Non mais la flemme. On a vu, c'est horriblement dur. Je vais faire la marque ici. Alors. Je crois que je me perds. Voilà. Là-haut, voilà.
Be careful, my dame. The streets aren't safe at this.
12. Ça va le faire. Alors. Ok. Parce que je voulais.
We always go too easy on this stuff. Yeah.
Je pense que j'ai pas de... C'est des armures directement? Ok, donc c'est bien des ensembles, mais pas utile. Donc il nous donne effectivement armure lourde, c'est envisageable. Mais voilà, non. Du cuir, oui, bien sûr. Il faudra des bandes de cuir, il faudra du cuir. Il faudra... Ah, quoi d'autre? De l'or peut-être? Pierre de lune, thorium, lingot d'or. Ok. Ok. Donc, pour être clair, là on a... Ok. Maintenant...
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you all over the city. The commander wants to see you.
Commander Aaron, you mean? Why?
Nothing to be scared of, I'm sure. At least it didn't look like it would be. Just report to her after the next... All right?
Huh. All right, will do. Thanks for telling me.
Don't mention it. Take care of yourself, boy.
Donc, là on va aller me chercher un stylo. Parce que...
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Ok, un instant, il me faut un stylo. J'arrive.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots. They always go too easy on the scum.
Avec les bottes. Ça peut être arme à une main. Ça peut être de la régène de vigueur. Et le reste, c'est pas intéressant. Le casque, ça peut être magie blanche ou mentalisme. Il m'en faut là pour le coup. La cuirasse, pareil. Mémoire. Voilà. Ok. Les gantelets. Ça peut être une main. En vrai, c'est tout ce qui est intéressant. Comme ça, on regarde forcément. Bouclier. Résistance magie. Le reste est pas intéressant en fait. L'anneau à la fin. Il me faut un anneau quand même. L'anneau ça peut être pas mal de trucs. Parce que, en fait, l'anneau je peux le garder vraiment à la fin pour équilibrer. Anneau d'argent. Il ira très bien avec une armée. L'anneau pour le coup je pense qu'il faut vraiment chill. Parce que pour moi l'anneau c'est tout en fait. N'importe quoi. Pleine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bien ça. L'anneau d'argent.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Oh, ok. D'accord, ok. Avec l'anneau, ça peut être un renfort d'apparition. À peu près santé, mana, dégâts. Enfin, c'est pas mal. Et ça, on dit que c'est... Ah non, casque cuirasse, je le trouve bien. Et juste pour voir... Magie blanche, 40. Ouais, c'est beaucoup en fait. Quand je vois par rapport à ce que je porte et tout. C'est énorme. Ok. Je dégage qui va me gêner. Et que je vais éventuellement pouvoir hésiter, qui va être pénible, etc. Là, j'ai déjà tout ce qu'il me faut. Ouais, ça va. Et ça, par contre... Ok. Et là, on va faire un enchantement de porc. Alors, on sauvegarde, on sauvegarde. Non, c'est pas ce que je voulais.
We always go too easy on the scum.
Les bottes. Jeune vigueur. Bouclier. Reste magique. Casque, on a dit. Mentalisme. Cuirasse, on a dit. Magie blanche. Et enfin, les gantelets, on a dit.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
Voilà. Donc, maintenant, si on regarde bien. Voilà. Astrolin et d'argent. Bien sûr, là on déjà sur tout ça.
Idiots.
Ah, je suis quand même plus lent, la vache. De base, armure, je suis à 366. Donc, là. Ah bah oui. Et là du coup, je passe à 554. Voilà. Ça va aller beaucoup mieux comme ça.
Tell them that already.
Quand c'est une main, hein. Pas très jeune vigueur. On va vérifier, mais. Ah, c'est sublime. Pour le coup, les bonites dans le jeu, elle est sublime. Beaucoup de raisons. Un d'argent. Voilà. Les bottes, là, bien. 64. Ouais. Attaque. Voilà. Bon. Je suppose qu'on est pas mal maintenant là. Je vous laisse ici. Merci d'avoir suivi, je vous dis à la prochaine. Très bonne soirée, ou une bonne matinée, un bon appétit, une bonne journée, une bonne nuit, ce que vous voulez. Et je fais des gros bisous. Prenez soin de vous et des vôtres. Ciao.